Welcome to Forbes Talk Shop. I'm Spencer Dukoff, and today I'm joined by Bea Dixon, the visionary founder and CEO of the Honey Pot Company, a brand that transformed the feminine care industry through innovation, transparency, and a deep commitment to wellness. We'll talk about her daily rituals, the tools that guide her leadership, and the products that have shaped her journey. Bea, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
The Honey Pot Company has become a category leader by centering purpose and wellness. What inspired you to start the brand in the first place, and what's fueling your vision today?
First of all, thank you for having me here. I'm really excited for this conversation. I think what really started me on the journey with Honey Pot was literally issues that I was having with my own body. I had an infection that I couldn't get rid of, and nothing worked for me. And to make a long story short, one morning my grandmother came. My grandmother passed away when my mother was 8 years old, so I've never met her in this life. But she came to me outside of that moment. She came to me and basically told me what to do. I had been trying everything that you can imagine, medicine, Google, which is never a place that you want to be
Yeah.
in a circumstance like that, right?
Totally.
And nothing worked. And she came and she gave me a list of ingredients that turned out to be a wash.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked, magically. And so, the moment that I realized that it worked for me, I felt like it could work for all the other humans with vaginas that were dealing with the same issues that I was dealing with. The rest is kind of history.
Yeah. So you talk about that wash, but that's kind of the breakthrough moment for you, and this has obviously grown into a pretty successful, sustainable business. Is there another product or a launch within that journey that you felt took things to the next level?
Yes, I think when we went into our herbal menstrual pads, that really took things to the next level because, historically within vaginal wellness or feminine hygiene, there really had never been a brand, even kind of still today, that had crossed the aisle the way that we did. Yeah. When we got started, most brands just kind of stuck to their lane, right? If they made washes and wipes, that's what they did. If they made tampons, that's what they did. If they made treatments or pads, they've been very specific to the market caps that they were in. And so I think that when we went into herbal menstrual pads, that's really what changed the game for us.
I want to talk a little bit about your daily routines and rituals. And I feel like it makes sense to start chronologically in the morning.
Yes.
So I'm curious how your mornings usually start. Are they slow and intentional, or do you go right into go mode?
I get right into it.
Yeah.
I wish they were slow and intentional, maybe one day. I have a 1-year-old dog who is like my child.
Yeah.
And, between my partner and I, we take turns taking her out in the morning and doing all the things. I'm normally the one that kind of gets up and gets to it. And so I literally get up, I take her out, I spend a little bit of time with her. I make my coffee, which, is a whole thing. I put different herbs in it and turmeric and black pepper and all kinds of cardamom and stuff. And then normally I get her fed and then I work out with my trainer. That's like 3 to 4 days a week. And then after that, sometimes I have time to take a shower. Sometimes I don't. I just have to clean up a little bit and get right back to it. And then I literally start my calls, because calls normally, especially like Mondays, Wednesdays, kind of every other day are really busy days for me. Sometimes I have to hurry up and get to the airport, because I travel probably 2 to 3 times a week on average right now. So I'm normally on, between 4 and 8 airplanes every week, which is insane.
Yeah.
So if it's a day like that, then it's different because I might be on the road. And so things may look a little different. But even still, I'm still waking up, getting myself together, working out, and then getting my day started, you know.
I want to talk about travel for a second because I feel like
Yeah.
there are some of these like non-negotiable things that I will bring with me when traveling
Oh,
to
yeah.
feel centered and focused. Do you
Yes.
have any of those things?
Oh my God, yes. So first of all, I'm the person who is gone for a few days, but I have 2 bags. I think because I live on the road so much, I need wherever I am to feel like home. I have to have my incense. I need to have my sage. I need all of my skincare.
Yeah.
I'm not a person who's taking like little bitty travel things. Like I have to check my skincare bag, you know? I need my bath salts. When I stay in a hotel, I need it to have a bathtub, you know? I need all my things that make me feel at ease, that make me feel comfortable. My skincare is really important to me. It's actually crazy because it's not really a big routine.
Yeah.
I use snail mucin on my face. It's like a turmeric and honey face wash. I like to use skincare that has herbs in it, you know? I use like a balm on my skin for my, you know, just like my moisturizing. I use my snail mucin. I use like a sandalwood serum. Like for my body, I go to a Ayurvedic spa in California called Surya.
Cool.
And so I use their oils on my skin. I use a company called Simply Divine. They make really beautiful like body creams and stuff like that. Simply Divine also makes that. I do remember that. They also make that sandalwood serum. But she has a lavender body butter that feels like God when you put it on your skin. So I use that at night.
Nice.
You know, because it kind of calms me down.
Yeah, it's a
you know?
signal. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have like a frankincense and myrrh ointment that I use on my feet because I like my feet to be soft. You know what I mean? I have my things, you know, and I need my things, you know?
Yeah. Talking about the packing part too of multiple, I'm the same way where I'm indecisive and I'm deciding to do it right at the last second. So
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't know.
Because you don't feel like it,
This is not what I packed to wear today. And I was like, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to go for it. This is what feels right.
It's great. I like it.
Well, thank you. But no, I want to know if there's any specific pieces that you're like, I feel really confident and powerful having this.
So I am a one color girl. Like that doesn't mean that I only wear one color, but I'm not a person who's gonna have on like a multicolor outfit. You know, like normally, I think they call it a stick of butter. If it makes me feel, so I wear black a lot because it's chic, it looks good. There's actually brands that I really like that make clothes that I like to wear. So I love Issey Miyake. I love Melita Baumeister. I have like a collection of her clothes. So yeah, I think it's more about certain brands because I like clothes that look like art but still look beautiful and still look ready to wear every day. You know, because I know that I'm gonna look good, but also I'm gonna be comfortable, which is really important to me. And Issey and Melita both make clothes that are pleated. So you can throw them in your bag and you don't have to worry about them being wrinkled. You know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I love the functionality piece of it too.
Yeah, it's important.
Look good, feel good, totally.
Exactly.
So you're prepped and ready for your day, you're on the road, you've got your stuff. I'm curious how you curate your workspace, like whether that's on the road or at home or in an office space, like how do you, when you're in work mode or creativity mode, how do you try to curate that space?
I think because I'm constantly on the move, I don't really have like a workspace. I mean, Honey Pot started in 2012, so we're 13 years later on that, right? Yeah. But even in the beginning of Honey Pot, I still had a full-time job, I mean, for a couple of years while we were doing it, you know? But that full-time job that I had, I was actually like a traveling salesperson. So I've been on the road like this ever since I can remember. I mean, I left Whole Foods in 2012. So since 2012, I've been on the road like this. I don't really work well in an office. Like we have a beautiful office space in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really use it because I don't feel comfortable in an office space.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not conditioned to it.
Totally.
You know, I think that what's really important for me, like if I'm working in my hotel room, I think that the energy of the space needs to feel the way that it needs to feel, how it smells. So, I may need to light my favorite incense or light up some sage to just clear out the space, or, I think it's more of that. It's more of an energetic thing than it is of like, my pens go here and this goes there. When I'm at home, I need order. So having order and being organized in the house, being clean, that's really important to me, So that's something that I invest in, almost daily, is to make sure the house is clean and make sure, and because I don't have the time to do it, I have to have people that help us do it. But, so it's more about order. It's more about cleanliness. It's more about the energy. It's more about how things smell and look and feel for me than anything.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be adaptable and be able to bring what you need to the space to make it the space.
I do.
I want to talk about what inspires you creatively right now, and whether that is other founders, books, podcasts, music. Are there things that you routinely find yourself going to for inspiration?
I travel a lot. Not just for work, I travel personally too. Music is big for me, spending time with my partner, spending time with my family, spending time with my friends. I think because I live a life that where I get to be really busy, which I'm very grateful for. I'm trying to be more intentional about how I speak about my life, and not revert to, I'm so busy, I'm so stressed, I'm so tired. Like I'm trying to be more responsible with my words, because I'm aware of how privileged I am to be able to live such a full and abundant life where I get to be busy. I get to make money. I get to have a company that's successful. I've been gifted with those things, and I'm very grateful for that. You know, maybe I don't make a ton of time for like listening to podcasts and sitting down and listening to a book. I'm not a book reader where I could turn pages. That puts me to sleep. I'm inspired by the things in my mind, the things that I want to do. Honey Pot is my first company. That I've been able. It's actually not my first business, but it's my first successful business. But I have other things I want to do, and those things inspire me. I have other things I want to do with my friends. Those types of things are the things that fill my mind, and so it doesn't necessarily leave a lot of space for me to, to go deep into a book or, and so I kind of dream internally, because I'm also very fortunate to know the things that I want to do. So I spend a lot of time thinking about that stuff, manifesting, dreaming, visualizing, and like seeing it, because that's how you make things happen, right?
Totally.
Is when you can like see it in your mind's eye. And so I do a lot of that.
Yeah, I feel like that's a common thread with leaders who there's that internal locus of control.
Yeah.
That feeling of like, I can impact my own destiny.
Yeah.
And the external is going to maybe distract me or slow me down.
Honestly, that's the vibe.
Yeah.
I need to have time for my personal life too.
Totally.
So when I do get the time to chill, to be with my partner, to be with my dog, who's basically my child, to be with my mommy, to be with my sisters and my friends, like I try to be present in those moments.
Yeah.
Because I get those moments sometimes sparingly. And so I have to be conscientious about really spending the time and just being there.
I want to ask you about Honey Pot. Black women have have been overlooked when it comes to healthcare. I mean, so many things.
Yeah.
But when it comes to healthcare and feminine care specifically, what obstacles have you faced as a Black woman, in this space where this consumer segment has been not valued or thought of as significant by, people in the industry who came before you?
I'm really a human being having an experience like everybody else, right? Like the fact that I'm in this society, I'm called a Black woman, it's just a systematic thing that's supposed to keep me in a box and keep us over here.
Yeah.
I don't see myself as that. I see myself, now don't get me wrong, I love my culture. I love my skin.
Yeah.
I love being a Black woman. I don't know that I would want to be anything else, right? If I had any other choice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The ancestral knowledge that I come with, the things about our culture that are absolutely beautiful, that everybody wants to be a part of and be connected to, and the systematic approach to these boxes and what they're supposed to do. I think that because I've been blessed to know that those things aren't really real, I haven't really allowed myself to get too bogged down by it,
Yeah.
So absolutely, I have obstacles. Obstacles are necessary in order for you to learn. Obstacles are necessary in order for you to be successful.
Yeah.
Failure must happen. People, it's actually really great being an underdog, right? Because people don't see you coming, and I think what me and my brother, who's my co-founder, I think the success that we've been able to accomplish is because people haven't necessarily seen us coming, and people have underestimated what we've been able to accomplish and what we would be able to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll speak for myself that we have and I have been able to accomplish in this life up until now, and that I will be able to accomplish into the future is because that's what's for me, and obviously obstacles are going to happen because that's just life,
Totally.
So
the way that we close out this show is with a lightning round of this or that.
Cool.
So this or that, the first one is morning meditation or nighttime journaling?
Probably nighttime.
Yeah.
And not necessarily always writing something in a journal, but I am journaling if I'm visualizing it. I'm just not writing it down, but I'm still there. Yeah.
Tea or coffee?
Both.
Both?
Yeah, but probably, in the morning coffee.
Analog planner or digital calendar?
I am very much an analog girl, but I do live off of my digital calendar. Thank God for Shamika and Sherry. I love you both.
City life or nature retreat?
Nature retreat.
Spa day or workout?
Both.
Beyonce or Badu?
Badu. No diss, Beyonce, I love you, but Badu.
Networking event or pitch presentation?
Pitch presentation. I hate networking. I don't even know how to do it.
Me too.
Yeah, so I'm really bad at it.
Yeah. Last one, group project or solo reflection?
Solo reflection.
Well, Bea, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We've linked Bea's favorite products from her personal wellness must-haves to Honey Pot essentials in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Forbes Talk Shop episodes with founders and creators who are redefining modern success.